if you properly risk to reward is what provides the progress in the long run. For example, let's see if anybody knows. If you have a 1 to 2 fixed risk to reward, what type of win rate do you need to have? Between 35 to 40% win rate, which goes to show you that you don't need to win all the time. In a business where losing is inevitable, you need to have risk management on your side to help with those losses. In this business, losing is inevitable. That's why we need to focus on risk management. Okay, so there's 4 different outcomes. A large win or a large loss. A small win or a small loss. We're talking about risk to reward now. Here's your 4 different outcomes. We can never have a large loss. Okay, so get rid of this instantaneously. If you have large losses, you're going to be blowing accounts. You cannot have a large loss. How do you not have a large loss? By defining your edge, defining your risk, and having strict risk to reward. You cannot have a large loss. That's what blows accounts. Months of hard work can disappear within seconds by having a large loss. You cannot have a large loss. This is not acceptable. If you want to blow accounts, be my guest. But I don't want to. So I'm going to do everything I need to not have a large loss. Right? On a 50K expert account at My Funded Futures, you get, what is it, $2,500 of drawdown? You can't have a $2,500 loss. Plain and simple. You'll blow the account. You cannot have a large loss. Okay, so how do we do that? By defining our edge, defining our risk. Then we need to position size correctly. We can't over leverage ourselves. Okay? Stop trying for instant gratification. If you're trying to get to a certain outcome in a shortened period of time, that unrealistic result is going to end in a large loss. Stop forcing yourself upon the market. Position size correctly. Submit to time. Stop looking for instant gratification. You won't be here for long if you do. Plain and simple. Okay, so position size correctly and be overly impatient with your losers, right? Very easy saying to go with this. You either need to be right or right out. Get out of the position if you're wrong. You're either right or right out. You have to be overly impatient with losers. Your emotions need to be aligned with this. Your mental intelligence needs to be aligned with this. Because the outcomes that we can accept, small losses, small wins, large wins. These are acceptable outcomes. But the thing with these outcomes is small wins are going to be counteracted by small losses. These two things are going to cancel each other out. Your small wins are going to cancel out by small losses. And this is going to happen because losses are inevitable in this business. You only need about a 40% win rate at a 1 to 2 risk to reward to be profitable. So if you're losing majority of the time, these will cancel each other out. Okay, so now the last option is large wins. How do we obtain large wins? Being overly patient with our winners. By position sizing correctly so that our emotions or mental intelligence doesn't scare us out of positions. Like, collect the data. Go and collect the data. How long do you hold your winners? How long do you hold your losers? If you're not holding your winners longer than your losers, I think the results will speak for itself. You have to be overly patient with your winners. You do that by defining your edge, defining your risk, and executing that game plan. This is what makes progress right here. This is what makes progress right here. So you need to have the mental and emotional intelligence to allow this to occur. You can't get scared out of positions the moment they turn green because you don't want to be red. Collect the data to gain the conviction in your executions. That's what it comes down to. Have the patience and submit to time. Don't try to jam your stop loss to break even the very moment you turn green, because then all your wins are going to end up being small wins. Just realize what is realistic versus unrealistic. A 40% win rate makes sense. If you're trying to obtain a 90% win rate, an 80% win rate, those unrealistic expectations are going to induce emotions that are going to deter your risk management.